wish you could have seen that. I wish it was recording, because that was like the most great sit down awkward movement ever. Yeah. So, yeah. See, like, even now, like, I look at this and I stop talking because I'm like, I don't know, you know, something's wrong with it, right? Something always has to be wrong with it. But the reason I even share all of this has nothing to do with me. Like, I know I say me and I a lot, and that's none of that is the point. The point is that it's natural. It's a thing that a lot of us experience. I share this because it's something that you probably experience too, and you need to know that you're not alone in it, and that you're not, those are someone else's words. You need to know that it's not an experience that only you go through by yourself. We have this thing where it just keeps sliding. Look, if I let go, it's gonna ring, ring. Let's go back again. Let's do it again. Oh, it stopped. What in the world? Oh, see, this is not polished. This is not polished. It's not put together. But hopefully, if you're not like too prissy in your own pants, it will bring people joy, because it's real. It's real. And it's not filtered. This is not filtered. Yeah. So, okay, I'm gonna wind this up for now, I think. Maybe. I don't know, maybe we'll get more later. But, yeah, because I'm off topic now. I don't even know what I was saying anymore. It's a really pretty day. I hope you can hear the birds. I hope the birds are picking up in this video, because it's really beautiful. Yeah, so all that to say, the art is important, but also is the artist. And that's you. And what's good for the artist is good for the art also. So my job is to take care of the artists. And that's why I'm here. That's why this brand exists. And I do that by helping with self-help and mindfulness, but a lot more than that. Practical tech stuff, website stuff, like getting the systems in place so that the artist can be free to create the art, and getting the fear stuff out of the way so the artist can be free to make the art. So we're here for freedom and justice and all the crazy things that will happen when you're unlocked and not tied up and bound by fear stuff and perfectionist stuff. This video would not have gotten made if I had been like, oh, I don't look good enough. And what's crazy too is like my personality is so different when I'm wearing makeup. I like it. To me, that feels like the real me. That feels more real than this does. But I have a different voice. I have different mannerisms. Yeah, it's wild. But yeah. So, wow, I really got off track with the marketing stuff. Damn it. Okay. I know what I was gonna say now. Okay, real quick. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that on camera. Okay, so example, case in point. Okay, let's take musician for instance. Okay, music. You have an album. Album's sort of consistent. Song, album. This album is completely different from this album. Like, the look of the album is different. the types of songs, they might be similar, but they're probably varied. They're probably still different music. They probably feel a lot different to you than they do to like someone else listening. Someone else listening probably thinks they're a lot more similar than you do. But it's the same with books, right? This book is completely different from this book. The branding, the style, the colors, the topics, like they're very different, right? Okay, and this is where I started with the acting example, right? So you have the roles are completely different, right? The type of, like, you might be doing a comedy in one, you might be doing like a Renaissance in another, you might be doing Shakespeare, you might be doing like super dramatic like film, or then you might do horror. Like the things that you're doing are very different. The branding is very different. So how do you market that? How do you be cohesive in that when it doesn't feel as cohesive at all? And like, how do you make unified content? And it stops a lot of people from putting anything out there at all, because they're like, they look at other people's perfect Instagram accounts or something, and they're like, well, look, all the colors the same, all the pictures are the same style. And like, when we're doing different types of art on a regular basis, like our accounts look very different. And honestly though, you see that if you look at celebrities' accounts, they're not cultivated like the Instagram perfect accounts are, because they're like this. They're doing a lot of different things. Like they might be promoting a book, they might have a line of baggage, and then they might be like having a pool party. Like it's a lot more real. Okay. Real. I say that with a grain of salt, because still things are very, very curated. But the manner in which it's done is just different. It's just different. And so that's what I came on here to talk about, actually, is that I help people with that, because your content is still valid. Your art is still important, but you showing up in your art is just part of it. You don't have to have everything perfectly curated. You are part of your brand. Whether you like it or not, you are part of your brand. And so it's important to get over yourself and start doing the work that it takes to be comfortable in your niche. Not be comfortable. I don't think anyone should ever be comfortable. I like being comfortable, like on the couch, like with a blanket, or not even with a blanket, with a sweatshirt. Should buy some of my sweatshirts. See, I got nervous and then I got off track again. Yeah. What were we talking about? I like people. I don't like talking about myself. It's much easier for me to sit and talk to someone about what they're doing and what they're building than to sit here and make this video. And I think that's something else we all have in common, is that like, it's just hard to talk about ourselves. And it's just time to stop that. We are important too. And what we're creating is important too. And we are not just pawns in someone else's chess game. We are players in our own universe that we've constructed. And just to like, that's a bad example. That's the opposite of what I wanted to say. I was going to say, just like an author is the main character in his book. It's not at all true, but the author in this situation, the author, the person, the artist person needs to be a key player in their marketing and in their art. It's tied together, and I will let you know why in future content, because right now I'm drawing a blank in where I was going with that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this. I hope this was helpful. I don't know if me rambling was helpful, but that happens when I get on video. So we're gonna try to overcome it one video at a time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this community. Despite my rambling and despite my video content being less than perfect, I'm very good at what I do, and I'm very good at helping people. I'm very good at helping artists, and I would love to help you. But no matter what, I want you to succeed. I want you to experience life and joy to the fullest. I want you to be immensely super successful and have as much creative control as you want to as an independent artist. So that is what I'm here for. That is why this brand exists. And I hope that you watched to the end of this absolutely crazy video. Thank you so much for being here, and see you later. Goodbye.